Tonight on Curious Cat Case Files, the disclosure. The government finally blinked, and I have the receipts. They call them unidentified anomalous phenomena. Now, fancy talk for we have no idea what these things are, but please stop asking. Every year they drop a report that says a whole lot of nothing, while simultaneously hinting at everything. It's a bureaucratic masterpiece. I'm Frisbee, and I've read all 200 pages of the latest RO report. My verdict: we're not alone, or someone's really bad at flying. The report covers hundreds of new sightings. Most are balloons, drones, or particularly reflective birds. But then, there's the others. Exhibit A, the metallic orbs. No wings, no exhaust, and zero respect for the laws of physics. They've been seen worldwide, usually near military assets. This isn't new. Project Blue Book was doing this in the 50s. Same shapes, same maneuvers, same we don't know. Shrugged shoulders from the Air Force. Every time they admit to a sighting, they remind us that Roswell was just a weather balloon. Sure, and my catnip is just medicinal herbs. We see you, Uncle Sam. Then there's Skinwalker Ranch. It's not just UFOs there, it's portals, invisible entities, and things that make the local cows very nervous. It's like the universe's own glitch in the Matrix playground. The skeptics say it's a sensor ghost. I've chased laser pointers for a decade. I know a ghost when I see one. This isn't a laser pointer. Remember the Tic Tac? Navy pilots watched it drop 80,000 feet in seconds. If that's human tech, I'm a golden retriever. They're transmedium. They go from space to air to sea like there's no difference. If I try to go into the bathtub, it's a national emergency. They make it look easy. Some say they have bases under the ocean. Makes sense. Plenty of fish, no paparazzi, and zero chance of a human knocking on the door. It's the ultimate feline real estate. Human tech usually involves things like engines and noise. These objects operate in total silence. It's creepy. It's efficient. I respect the hustle. And then we have the whistleblowers. They're talking about non-human biologics. That's the fancy way of saying aliens without getting fired. Technically, I'm a feline biologic. If I showed up in a saucer, would they put me in a hangar? Or just give me a very expensive scratching post? These are the questions that keep me up at night. The high-level ones. Congress is finally holding hearings. People in suits are sitting around a table, admitting that things are flying in our skies that they can't control. It's about time. David Grush claimed we've had craft for decades. If that's true, someone's been keeping the best toys for themselves. I don't share my toys either, but this is a bit much. The data shows a 15% spike in sightings near nuclear sites. Either they're curious about our atoms, or they're looking for a really big microwave. Remember the Phoenix Lights? Thousands of people saw a craft the size of multiple football fields. The governor called it a weather balloon for years, then admitted he actually saw it too. Politics is a hell of a drug. It's a pattern that goes back to the 40s. They like our nukes. Maybe they're just cosmic safety inspectors checking our homework. We're definitely failing. Remember Malmstrom Air Force Base? 10 nukes went offline while a glowing disc hovered over the gate. That's not a glitch, that's a stop it from the neighbours. The government says they want transparency, but 80% of this report is blacked out. It looks like my living room floor after a catnip incident. Just total chaos. I found one page where they forgot to redact the word cat. I assume that's the part where they admit we're actually the ones in charge. Naturally. Some people talk about the men in black. I prefer to think of us as the cats in black. We don't need neuralizers. One sharp look from me and most people forget what they were even doing. It's much more efficient. I've filed my own Freedom of Information Act requests, mostly for the location of the premium treats, but I threw some UFO questions in there too. No response yet. Figures. Out of 800 cases, 171 remain anomalous. That means they defy explanation. No wings, no rotors, no logical reason to exist. My kind of people. Look at the difference. One is a drone, loud, clunky, very human. The other is pure kinetic art. We're still playing with blocks while they're painting with gravity. Maybe it's space junk, or maybe it's guests who are tired of waiting for us to answer the doorbell. Personally, I don't answer the door either. It's a vibe. Scientists are finally looking at the physics. If you can manipulate gravity, you don't need wings. You just move the universe around you. Efficient, but probably hell on the insurance rates. Maybe they're not from another planet. Maybe they're from another time. Our great-great-grandchildren coming back to see where it all started to go wrong. If so, I hope they brought some future tuna. I've been experimenting with gravity my whole life. Usually involves glass vases and hardwood floors. I'm basically a scientist myself, just without the government funding. I'll keep a lookout. Between the birds and the occasional multi-dimensional craft, the view from this windowsill is getting very interesting. Don't look away. It's not just the US, Brazil, France, the UK, everyone's seeing them. It's a global phenomenon that we're trying to solve with local politics. Classic human move. If they ever want to talk, I volunteer as tribute. I'm great at listening, I never interrupt, and I can be bribed with very small pieces of tuna. I am the perfect diplomat. Or is it a breakaway civilization? Humans with secret tech living in the shadows? If they have the technology to hide an entire civilization, surely they have the technology to make a self-cleaning litter box. Priorities, people. Perhaps these UAPs are just watching us face the great filter. Every civilization hits a wall. I just hope ours isn't made of red tape and missed opportunities. We have to be better, for the cat's sake. We spent decades looking for a signature in the stars, never realizing we were the ink. The truth isn't just out there, it's looking back. Stay curious, friends. But remember, some doors are locked for a reason. I'm Frisbee, and this has been a Curious Cat Case file.